He shoots, he scores. If you've ever listened to a basketball game of any type, I'm sure you've heard that phrase. Hi, I'm Greg Gregory, founder of Teams Rock, training and building program in the areas of teamwork, leadership, and culture. When the pandemic rose, we had to pivot, like many of you did. And we pivoted quickly. We launched the Teamwork Advantage, a podcast dedicated to the areas of teamwork, leadership, and culture. And the reason I started with he shoots, he scores, is because I want to tell you about one of our episodes. Episode number 10, probably one of my most fascinating episodes I got to do and interview. I got to interview NBA All-Star Mark Eaton. Now, I want to start off by saying not long after, probably 8 months after we did our interview with Mark tragically lost his life in a bicycle accident in his home state of Utah outside Salt Lake City. It doesn't make what Mark talked about in our podcast any different or any less valuable. I want to share with you what Mark talked about that day. You know, at 7 feet 4 inches tall, he is a giant of men. And all through high school, he was expected to play basketball, yet he very rarely played on his high school team. He shares the story about how he was working in an auto mechanic's garage when a guy came by and tried to recruit him to play junior college. He didn't want anything about it. Great story about all of that, about how somebody who's 7 feet 4 should play basketball, but he didn't really want to. Not think he would ever play in the NBA. After working in college for a while and practicing and learning how to play the game as a big man and being part of a team as a big man, Mark was able to work his way up and play Division I college. And he was drafted in the 4th round by the Utah Jazz, where he played from 1982 to 1994. He was named Defensive Player of the Year twice and an NBA All-Star in 1989. After retiring from basketball, he went on and applied his principles that he learned into business. Now, we always hear about all the superstars of games, and teamwork is powerful in sports. Mark took everything he learned and put it into business, and that's the strength in that. He shares his inspirational story about how teamwork and culture and the correlation between sports and business that made him a successful business leader that he became. In his book, The 4 Commitments, Mark talks about the commitments that are powerful, that drive us, that make us all better. And he learned these commitments from his coaches, and he developed it through here. There's a great quote out of Mark's book I want to share with you. And it says, though they had radically different personalities, the common denominator between these two life-changing coaches was that they cared. They cared about me and about teaching me to do the right things the right way. They could see beyond the now and to the future of what I could become. If you're a leader, can you see beyond the now? In that situation, he was referring to his college coaches and in his NBA career, the power that they had. See, here's a stat most people don't really, follow too much. But at 7 feet 4 inches tall, he was taught how to be a big man in the game. Mark blocked an astonishing 456 shots in a single season. That is an NBA single season record that still stands today. Mark Eaton, a gentleman, a giant, and we can learn so much from what he shares. Check out episode 10 of the Teamwork Advantage, an NBA All-Star, Mark Eaton. You can get it wherever you stream your podcasts. Be sure to check the box, follow us, download us, and share it. Take care. Remember, having a good day is just being average. So go make today excellent and exceptional. Bye-bye.